but we've got two great candidates down here. Tell me about them, and why is it important that we get more Republicans into that legislature?
Well, we've done a really good job of recruiting candidates that reflect the interests of the areas. And so when you look at down in New Hanover County, Ted Davis served on the county commission. He understands the community. I believe Ted was born and raised there, a longtime business leader, very active in the community. He understands the needs of New Hanover County, and he's done an outstanding job. Even having to go against some of our folks in the party with the film tax credits and issues that are important to New Hanover County, Ted has stood there in the gap and fought for his constituents. He needs to come back to Raleigh. He does an outstanding job. He's our head of judiciary chair, a very important position in the House, and he represents his community well. Charlie Miller is a young gun. He doesn't have any opposition coming out of Brunswick County. He has a small piece of New Hanover County, but Charlie has really hit the ground running, has jumped in. He comes from a law enforcement and school board background. Those are vital to the decisions that we'll be making moving forward. When you look at the efforts from the other side to indoctrinate our classrooms, to defunding the police, it's nice to have somebody there that understands the day in and day out repercussions of their ridiculous policies. Then you've got probably one of the better candidates that we've recruited all across the state in John Hennett. Man, what a fireball. John is working hard. I'm on a text message chain with John. He's sending me updates. I watched I believe it was the Chamber of Commerce briefing, the Leaders Forum he did. He was sharp. He knew the issues. He knew what was going on in the community, whether it be downtown, whether it be out in the county. He understood the issues affecting the ports, the film industry, the university, our school system. Really, really dynamic individual. And he's going to give his opponent, Deb Butler, a run for her money. It's interesting. I get to see some of the ads that come through, and some of these extreme liberal Democrats now are running ads that make them sound like Republicans. And it was very interesting. I saw an ad that popped up where I believe Representative Butler talked about working across the aisle and being kind and being nice, because we're all in this together. And I'm sort of thinking, she made her name by screaming and yelling on the House floor. She's never voted for anything bipartisan, refuses to work with us. I don't even know if she's even supported a budget. I have to go back and look at her voting record. But her voting record is day in and day out progressive liberal Democrat. And to see her running ads trying to portray that she's a moderate is completely false. And John's brought that to the surface about, hey, we need somebody that's going to work for all people, not just a small segment of the population. And so he's a great candidate. I think that race is going to be a whole lot closer than what people think. And it's my hope, and we're investing in that race, and we're working hard with John and Ted to get them both across the finish line. And then you've got a really good friend of mine, Senator Michael Lee. Man, what a dynamic individual. I've known Michael for a long time. His wife is from the Kinston area, which I used to represent over in Lenoir County. And so we've become really good friends. Michael is a outstanding senator. He's an independent thinker. He works hard. You see him day in and day out trying to balance a private sector job, serving his community, and helping support his family. And so he puts a lot of time, energy, and effort into making sure that his constituents are heard. And so Southeastern North Carolina is very blessed by the representation that they have. And the fact that you have an opportunity to pick up a gentleman by the name of John Hennett really could make a dynamic group down there in New Hanover County.